Hi, in this video, we will see how to grab review for our Python part. To do that, we need an extra argument in the DrawElementModels method. This argument is used to determine if we want to create the model or create the review. If review, we will create the review instead of DrawElements. Use the function DrawElementPreview in AllplanBase module. Similar to DrawElements, first argument is the document adapter, second argument the matrix 3D. Then the model element list that we need to create review. Next argument is different, make a boolean here. If not review, we create the elements. Now we would like to call the grab review whenever we move the mouse after we have selected first point. That's why we will call it before we check each mouse move. First point is the first selected point, but second point is the current input point. Here we see after we have selected first point, it will create the preview based on the current point. One small problem is we create the preview in the mouse move method. So when we move the mouse out of the view, it will not create the preview. We can use the on mouse leave and on preview draw to fix that. We will also create the preview in this method. The second point, we will use this current point. We get this current point in coordinate input. Also call the on preview draw in the on mouse leave. Here we see we move the mouse out of the view, but we can still see the preview. Note that we grab the preview whenever we move the mouse. If the model is complicated, it might slow the Python part. So we may need to check if we can make the gray model lighter. This line of code needs the second point. We can't do anything with that. But the get common properties is independent with the second point. We can move it out of the DrawElementModels method. Then we don't need to call this function whenever we move the mouse. Similar to the wall common properties. However, you must call it whenever users modify value in the ballot. So maybe we put it in one method. Then call it in the init method. And in the modify element property, everything works good now. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lesson.